She stood by the door, adjusting the strap of her dress, her perfume thick in the air. "You're overreacting," she said, slipping on her heels. "It's just one night. I need this." The words cut through me like a dull knife, slow, painful, deliberate. "You need this?" My voice was barely above a whisper, my chest tightening. She sighed, rolling her eyes. "Don't be foolish, Noah. There won't be a divorce." A smirk played on her lips. "You wouldn't dare." I stared at her, at the woman I had built my world around. And in that moment, I saw the truth. She thought she was untouchable. She was wrong. They say trust is the foundation of any marriage. But what happens when that foundation crumbles beneath you? For the past 12 years, I had given everything to Olivia: my loyalty, my love, my unwavering support. Together, we had built a life most envied. She was a successful corporate lawyer, sharp and ambitious, while I ran a thriving architecture firm. We were the power couple, the ones everyone admired. Or so I thought. In reality, Olivia saw me as an accessory to her success, a convenient fixture in her perfectly curated life. And tonight, as she walked out of our home, dressed to seduce another man, she made it clear I was nothing but an afterthought. But if she thought I'd stand by and watch her burn our marriage to the ground, she didn't know me at all. The door clicked shut behind her, and I stood motionless, my fingers curling into fists. She wasn't even hiding it. That was the part that shattered me the most. No elaborate lies. No half-hearted attempts at deception. Just pure, unfiltered arrogance. I sat on the edge of our bed, trying to process the weight of her betrayal. Then my phone buzzed. A message from her. "Won't be back till morning. Don't wait up." I clenched my jaw. This wasn't just a betrayal, it was a declaration of war. I opened my laptop, my mind already shifting gears. "Fine, Olivia. If you want to play this game, let's see how well you handle losing." The days that followed were filled with quiet observation. I watched her, studied her patterns. The late-night meetings. The whispered phone calls. The way she started dressing just a little differently. She thought she was discreet. She wasn't. I dug deeper, accessing our shared financial accounts. What I found made my blood run cold. She had been siphoning money into an offshore account, hundreds of thousands, meticulously hidden in small transactions over the past year. That was when I knew. This wasn't just infidelity. This was premeditated escape. She was planning to leave me. And she wanted to take everything. But I wouldn't let her. Step 1: expose her lies. I hired a private investigator. Within a week, I had photos, emails, bank statements, proof of her affair and her financial deceit. Step 2: take back control. I met with my lawyer in secret, moving my assets into a protected trust. Every penny I had worked for was now locked away, untouchable by her greedy hands. Step 3: let her dig her own grave. I said nothing. I played my part, acting like the oblivious, faithful husband while she continued her charade. Then, the perfect opportunity arrived. She had planned a lavish charity gala, an event filled with our colleagues, friends, and high-profile guests. The night was meant to elevate her status, to showcase her power. Instead, it would be the stage for her downfall. The night of the gala, I stood by her side, smiling as she greeted guests, her hand resting lightly on my arm as if we were still the perfect couple. Little did she know, the entire event had been carefully orchestrated by me. I took the microphone, clearing my throat as I prepared to make a toast. Olivia smiled, expecting the usual flattery. Instead, I turned to the crowd and spoke the words that would shatter her world. To my wife, Olivia, the woman who taught me that betrayal is an art form. Confusion rippled through the room. Olivia's smile faltered. I clicked a remote, and the large screen behind us lit up. Emails. Photos. Bank transactions. The evidence of her affair. The stolen money. Her face drained of color. Gasps filled the room. Whispers turned to murmurs, then outright conversations. Her boss, seated in the front row, looked livid. Her colleagues exchanged stunned glances. "Olivia," I said, my voice cold. "Would you like to explain this?" She lunged for the remote, but I stepped aside. "Sit down, Olivia. We're just getting started." Her carefully constructed life collapsed in mere minutes. Her boss approached her, his expression unreadable. "I expect your resignation on my desk first thing Monday." Her affair partner, one of her firm's senior clients, shifted uncomfortably, realizing that this public disgrace would cost him dearly as well. Then came the final blow. "I spoke to our lawyer," I continued, enjoying the flicker of fear in her eyes. "The divorce papers have already been filed. And since you signed a prenup," I smirked, watching the horror dawn on her face, "you leave with nothing." The room was silent. "I had one." Olivia stormed out of the gala, her heels clicking against the marble floor. But there was no grace in her exit. No power. She was ruined. In the weeks that followed, the fallout was brutal for her. She lost her job, her reputation, and her precious status. Meanwhile, I moved on. Sold the house. Started fresh. For the first time in years, I felt free. She had tried to destroy me. But in the end, she had only destroyed herself. They say revenge is best served cold. But watching Olivia lose everything? That was scorching.